Rajan, Sip Atmatray, Sip Mrs. Sadhwani, Sip GVK Raju. And there are many of you whom I don't see on the call. Welcome. Welcome to a Sunday evening. To me, an important discussion if you are serious on the path of enlightenment. Today on the flight, I met a young lady. She must have been barely 19, 20 years old. And she was reading a book on spirituality. And I asked her, who do you follow? Who are you? And she was completely blank. She wants spirituality. So I gave her a couple of books to read. I explained to her. The concepts of spirituality must be clearly understood. Whether it is birth, whether it is death, whether it is life, whether it is God, whether it is karma. The concept, if you do not understand the concepts of spirituality, my dear friends, you will be lost. You will go here, you will go there. There are many spiritual sages and speakers and philosophers and authors, but they can be very confusing. For example, the simple thing about death. Death can be a very confusing thing. Today's subject of discussion, Administrator, the subject of today's discussion is exactly that. What exactly happens after death? How many people understand this? We can scream on loudspeakers. We can follow fancy people in this world, but you can't get enlightenment. Enlightenment is very simple, provided you are clear on your concepts. One concept is birth, one concept is death. Today, I don't know whether we will write this book or not, but we started writing a book on the plane. It's called Spirituality for Children. What is spirituality for children? How can children understand spirituality? So we want to make spirituality for 10-year-old, 11-year-old, 12-year-old, 13, 14-year-old. Maybe it could help people. Let us start. What exactly happens after death? Ru Mataji has put her hand up. Ru Mataji, aap hai?
Hanji, Guruji. Pranam,
Namaskar
Guruji.
ji. Namaskar to you, Ru Mataji.
Shivoham.
Shivoham.
Guruji, yesterday I have very much liked the idea of respond and react. It is very useful. And today's topic is after death, the body only dies, the soul leaves us.
Okay.
And just as the gas balloon in the field, if we deflate it, the air comes outside and merges with the air around us everywhere. Similarly, when the soul leaves the body, it merges with the divine spirit which is present everywhere. And I feel if we have redeemed our karmas, which is very difficult, very rare case, they are united with God. Otherwise, rebirth takes place to redeem our karmas left over in the next birth. Or if we are enlightened, or we pray through God, through SIP, then our karmas dissolve and we don't take birth and we merge with the divine spirit forever. So if
in your case, what is your understanding? What exactly will happen at death? What is your understanding?
My understanding is body will leave.
For you.
Yes, for me. Body will leave and I don't think I am 100% enlightened. I am still far away from that. So I have to take rebirth to redeem my karmas because Guruji, या तो enlightened हो जाए 100% हमारा डिसीजन है नहीं.
ये तो गलत बात है. ये तो आप सोच रहे हैं गलत बात है.
गुरुजी फिर भी कहीं ना कहीं अटकते हैं ना, क्या करें?
आपको ये आज से ये बोलना है. आज से will you follow what I say?
Yes, गुरुजी.
आज से आपको ये बोलना है कि Death of the body is certain. Death of the body is certain. At the death of the body, I will become one with the divine.
Yes, Guruji, I will definitely say that, and I am ready to go at this moment also. No
नहीं,
fear for death,
I know that,
nothing
but
of the sort.
आपका answer गलत था. Wrong answer दिया आपने आज. So I'm going to ask you the answer again before end of the call, and you have to give the right answer. आप समझे मैं क्या बोला ना? आप आपका ये बोलना I am not yet enlightened वगैरह वगैरह, no, I can't accept that.
Okay.
So ऐसा नहीं बोलते.
नहीं गुरुजी, अभी वो पास्ट में जाने वाली बात अब फिर नहीं हो रही है.
हाँ, तो you have to give what answer I told you. You have to give that answer because you have to stick to that point and only that point and nothing but that point.
Okay, Guruji. Okay.
Thank you. Bliss, so I will, administrator, we need to talk to Rumataji before end of the call. Bliss.
Hi, sure, I'm here.
Shivoham.
I think when we die,
Yeah.
the body is burned, and
Yeah.
after me and ego, I don't know how to say that, go with sip, my energy sip go with sip, and my mind and ego rebirth on another. And if I get enlightened, but mind and ego die.
So no, at the death, what are you saying? Are you saying at death that there will be rebirth according to you or no rebirth? What is your understanding, Bliss?
Now I will be not rebirth. I will reach moksha nirvana, and I will reach supreme immortal power.
So are you confident you will become one with Sip, or you have doubt that you will come back in rebirth?
No, I will reach. I will.
What makes you believe?
Get.
What makes you believe that you will be united with the divine? What makes you believe that?
I'm sure certain, because it's what I want, is what I seek. It's
so
because I will reach this.
So I'm asking you a question. For you to be united with the divine, what must you do? At death, will you die? Will Bliss die? Bridget, will Bridget die one day, or Bridget will not die one day?
Bridget will die. It's for
Any
sure.
Doubt? Ah, for sure.
No,
good.
For sure. My body will burn.
Burn or bury? In you, they burn or they bury under the soil, or they burn?
I won't become a tree. My body will become a tree. It's the new. You understand that? Trees.
How you become a tree? How you become tree?
Cinder, ash, is put in soil, and they put a green seed inside, and we become a tree.
That's a new story you're telling me. You cannot become a tree, okay? That's not possible.
My ash will become a tree.
Your ash will not become a tree. Your ash will just be under the soil. Your ash cannot become a tree. Okay, but when you die, when the body dies, so you can come back in rebirth if you have karma, correct?
I will one, but I don't perform any karma. You understand?
So how can you be free from karma?
I will liberate it from karma with Pirlu. Purification, elimination, liberation, unification.
So you are sure you will be liberated?
Yes, I want this and I seek this. I will
Rumataji,
be liberated.
Good. How Rumataji, how Bliss is telling confidently. I am going to do Pirlu and I am going to get liberation. Okay, good, Bliss. Let us see what are the other people who understand. Who can tell me what exactly happens at death? Who can explain? Who can explain what happens at death? Anybody can explain to me? What exactly happens at death? Who can explain? Come on, it's very easy. Don't make it complicated. Who can explain? Right? Silence. Come on.
Shivam Sarji.
Shivoham, Ashok, welcome.
Sarji, the soul takes another body.
The soul takes another body. Why will soul take another body?
Because the soul, when a person dies, the soul will leave. As soon as the soul leaves the body, the person will die.
Correct. That is correct.
So the
Then?
soul will go into another new body.
No. No, Ashok. The soul, the Atma will become one with Paramatma.
Paramatma.
Your soul will not go into a new body. This is what is wrongly understood, Ashok. This is not correct.
Sir.
When you burst a balloon, Ashok Michani,
It merges.
the air will go to another balloon.
No. It is outside. Mixed.
Be clear about it, Ashok. Please be clear about it. The soul will not go into another body. No.
Okay.
This is why I'm asking any of you to be clear about, be very clear. What happens after death? Be absolutely clear. The soul leaves the body. Correct. 100% correct. And Ashok, if the soul leaves the body will die, the body will be cremated, it will become ash. Not a tree. It will not become a tree like Bliss says. It will become ash.
Right.
Then what happens, Ashok? In 99% of the case, what happens?
99% those people come back because of the mind and ego.
Correct. You're right. Now, who comes back? Mind and ego.
Mind and ego.
Based on what they come back?
Karmas.
Based on karma. When the mind and ego is coming back based on karma,
Yes.
at that time from the Paramatma, another Atma comes. Another
Okay.
Atma, not the same Atma.
No, another. Right.
Are you clear about it?
Yes, Sarji, I got it now. I got it. I understood.
Don't say the Atma of Ashok Nichani will take a new birth along with mind and ego.
Body.
No. No.
Okay.
I hope your concept is clear.
Yes, Sarji, I got clear.
Okay.
I understood it now.
Okay. Good.
Thank you for the explanation.
I hope everybody is clear on this matter. And if somebody is not clear on what Ashok Nichani spoke, please ask me. In the meanwhile, I would like to have an expert opinion of Chidanand. Sip, Sunil, bataiye. Hope you are well.
Yeah, I'm fine. Shivam Guruji.
Shivam, sir.
If you have realized that you are Chidananda in this life itself,
Yes.
that means you don't have your mind and your ego is transcended. So
Yes.
at the time of death, the body goes away and the Atma merges back. And since there is Visip, and since there is no mind and ego, there is no locus for any rebirth. But if you do the sadhana and if you are in that state, because it is always mentioned, just Jaisi Mati Vaisi Gati, at the point of death, if you are still thinking, not thinking about SIP or thinking about anything else that you are thinking of, the Jiva comes back in his new soul. At the spark of unique life, the unique life is again redetermined and you come back. So the best thing for people like us who are on this path of Mumukshatva, we have to endure 24/7 to be in this SIP consciousness. So naturally, it becomes your second habit. Your mind is already still, and hence it is killed, and you are already transcended. So even at the point of every last breath, when the body and the soul separates, the Jiva, that Jada Jiva with his own constellations will be no longer there because there is no mind and ego.
Excellent.
And the SIP always is independent of it.
Excellent.
So moksha.
Excellent. So Sunil Chittal has explained it so beautifully. Everybody must be so clear. How Sunil Chittal is saying it with absolute clarity. Absolute clarity. And Sunil Chittal, I want you and everybody else to be very clear about this, right? That Sunil Chittal knows. There is no question. I, Sunil Chittal, am not Sunil Chittal. I am the spark of unique life. One day, Sunil Chittal's body has to die, whenever it is, whether 20 years later or 40 years later or whenever. At that point, what Sunil Chittal says, the mind, there is no mind. It is still, and therefore it has been killed. There is no mind. And ego, I don't accept the ego. I am not I. I am not Sunil Chittal. I am Chidanand. The moment we live with this, Rumata ji, jaise Sunil Chittal bol rahe hain, the moment I live with this, that means any moment death comes. Any moment death comes, I will be united with the divine. So Sunil Chittal has said it very beautifully. Am I missing any point that you said, Sunil?
No, perfectly put, Guruji.
So good, very good. I mean, Sunil Chittal's, there must be so much clarity. And I'm asking each one of you, all of you on this call, please talk about it. Because if you have a wrong understanding, I will correct you. Please do not keep mum. No, talk about it. When I'm asking you the question, what happens after death? Please talk about it. What exactly happens? Because when you're saying it, if there's some wrong understanding, I would want to correct you right now, today, not tomorrow. Rekha Chaudhary and then Tushatma. Oh, it's changed to Tus Atma. Tus Atma. Yes,
Shivam,
Shivoham.
I have one doubt. You said that another Atma will come. So
Yes.
another Atma means Atma is different for every person, like Atma, different Atmas.
Yes,
Then how can we all be one?
we are one. Because it's just like if you take, in आपके घर में मटका है, मटका?
हाँ है.
Matka. If you take matka mein, if you take water from the big dabba, from the bliss, matka means, what do you call matka in English? I don't know. Pot. Okay. So if you take a big pot, I was wondering what to say, bliss. From a big pot of water, if you take one glass and you hold it, and another glass Gautam holds it, the glass in your hand and the glass in Gautam's hand has got now the same water of the matka, the pot, but it's two separate glasses of water, correct?
Correct.
As long as it's in your hand.
Yeah, I got
If you empty both the glasses in the pot, in the matka, it becomes one.
one. Yeah.
Atma is like that. You understand clearly or not?
Yeah, clear.
Don't be confused. What simple hai. Don't get confused.
समझ में आएगा.
आपको हाँ, जैसे अभी your Atma and Gautam's Atma, both are Atma, both are from Paramatma, but inside your body, your Atma is unique and Gautam's Atma is unique. It's not Rekha Atma as Gautam's Atma and Gautam's Atma as Rekha's Atma. Although both come from Paramatma and they both go back to Paramatma. Be very clear. That's why we call it SOUL, spark of unique life. Be clear. Please have no confusion in your mind. Okay?
Thank you.
Thank you. Next, it is Tusatma.
Shivam, sir.
Shivam.
Sir, when we say there is no ego, no mind, rebirth will not take place.
Correct.
Yeah. So, if to carry out the karma and for rebirth, there should be something to be carried forward. So, for carry forwarding, ego is not the material; it is an illusion, and mind as well the illusion.
Correct.
So, basically, how the illusion will carry forward the karma?
Because of ignorance, na? Because you and me, we are ignorant. Na? We are ignorant. Because we are ignorant, that's why it's called Karana Sharir. Karana Sharir means causal body. What is the cause of this body? Ignorance. The body is nothing but sip. The body, as if we don't know. It is, how many stories to tell you? Tushatma, if a lady goes into the jewelry shop, the lady asks the jeweler, what is the cost of this Navratna gold bangle? So the jeweler tells her, the Navratna colorful bangle is 3,000 rupees per gram. Then the lady asked the jeweler, Acha, that ugly Ravana. That ugly Ravana. What is the cost of that ugly Ravan? The jeweler said, save 3,000 rupees per gram. Then that lady gets angry. How can ugly Ravana and the Navaratna both have the same cost? The jeweler tells both are made of the same gold. Tushatma, you understand or not?
Yes, sir. Sir, but if we believe in that ego carries karma, egos and mind carries karma. So we have to believe in the ghost as well. So because
Ghost.
yeah,
Where is the ghost
so
coming from? Where did the
means
ghost come from?
we don't know. That's what it is in the mind as it is in the mind only. Present in the mind.
My dear Tushatma, you have a body.
Yes, sir.
The body will die.
Yes, sir.
Have you ever seen the mind?
No, sir, I haven't.
But thoughts are there.
Yes, sir.
Because of the thoughts, the mind appears.
Yes, sir.
And the mind looks at the mirror and says, that is Tushatma, that is me.
Yes, sir.
Therefore, the ego appears.
Yes, sir.
This ego and mind who's in Tushatma starts doing karma.
Yes, sir.
Because of this karma, good and bad, there is rebirth. Tushatma body will die, but the mind and ego is carrying karma because of ignorance that I am Tushatma.
Yes, sir. Sir, but the karma is basically majority of the time it is dependent on the conditions. So we cannot find out because the intellect level will not work. Suppose if a person has become 40, 50 years old also, then even that the intellect level will not work in certain cases.
Intellect
So,
can work even till 100 years old. Intellect has got no age limit.
but sir, he haven't used his intellect. He is influenced by the condition. So
My dear
the
Tushatma,
belongs to
whatever be the condition, we have got the power of discrimination. We have got the power to choose black, white, wrong, right. We can discriminate. Therefore, we have got the right of karma. And if we choose the wrong karma, then we have to come back. We have no option but to come back. I hope you are clear about it.
Yes, but as I said, we cannot for a non-vegetarian eater. When he realized that he is eating non-veg, and he means because of his eating non-veg, many animals are killed.
Okay.
To survive for the human beings, so many animals are killed.
Okay.
But suppose if a guy is eating non-veg for 30 years and he didn't even realized he's living in a well family, he didn't even know the
Okay. Then move
backside
forward.
of that.
Then
And so the karma means he, for that survival of that being, many creatures have been killed, even the plants.
That is all okay. You might have eaten hundreds of animals. You might have murdered thousands of people. The moment the realization comes, I am not the body, I am not the mind, I am not the ego. All your karma are wiped out in a matter of 1 second.
Yes, yes, sir. But suppose for surviving of a human being, suppose the life of a human being is 50 to 17 years, 50 to 70, and he killed so many plants, animals. So he will be returned back as the plant and animal to.
No, if you are not enlightened, you will be returned back and you will suffer. Suppose today you have killed 10,000 chickens and 5,000 fish. You have killed and you have eaten, and you do not get enlightened. Then when you come back, you may be a chicken. You may come back as a chicken and a fish and a pig, and you may suffer. You may. But if you are enlightened that, okay, I came to realize that it is wrong. I am not the body, mind, ego. I am the divine soul. In that moment of realization, you are completely liberated.
Okay.
So think about it, Tushatma. I know your mind is right now taking you round and round in circles, but please think you can come back. Who else would like to talk
Thank you,
about.
sir.
Thank you. Who else would like to speak? What happens after death? I want more people to give your understanding. It's very important. What happens after death? Vivek,
शिवम है जी।
Shivoham.
हाँ जी जी, जैसा हमें पहले से ही बताया जाता है।
Please speak loudly. We can't hear you, Vivek.
जी, जैसा हमें शुरू से ही बताया जाता है कि अगर हम अंत समय में भगवान, तो हमें 84 के चक्कर में पड़ना पड़ता है। 84 का चक्कर मतलब 84 लाख योनियों में जन्म लेना पड़ता है, जिसमें कीड़े मकोड़े, जानवर, पेड़ पौधे सभी होते हैं।
हाँ।
जो कि बहुत अच्छे से अपनी जिंदगी नहीं जीते, वो बहुत ज्यादा तड़प के जीते इंसानों के मुकाबले।
हाँ।
हाँ,
तो
तो ये बात सही है बिल्कुल।
Vivek बोलता है we will come. Sudeep Bhargava, Vivek says will come in 84 lakh yonis. So you believe Sudeep Bhargava, you will come in 84 lakh yonis? What do you have to say, Sudeep Bhargava?
I don't know, sir. Rebirth will definitely take place if we are not enlightened, but whether we have to go through a cycle of 84 lakhs or not, the number, I cannot authenticate that number.
Vivek, thank you, Sudeep. You have given the answer. Vivek, we cannot believe in these things, Vivek. 84 lakh यूनिट है, कौन जानता है? ये सभी इसको कहते हैं परी कथाएं। परी कथाएं मतलब फेरी टेल्स। ये फेरी टेल में याद हमें 84 lakh यूनिट्स के बारे में we are not interested in 84 different lives. We 84 lakh. We want liberation in this life. Vivek, are we clear about it? मौत पे at the matter in the moment of death, one of two things happens. What Sunil Chittal said clearly, I hope you listened carefully. At the point of death, there are only two things. If we are enlightened that we are not the body that will die, not the mind and ego, me, we are liberated as the soul, we become one with the divine. If we are not enlightened, the mind and ego, me, carries its karma, it is reborn in a new body. Whether it comes 84 lakh times is not our business, and we do not have to think about it. So Vivek, are you clear about the answer, Vivek?
हाँ जी गुरुजी बिल्कुल।
मौत पे सिर्फ दो ही चीजें हो सकती है, A, B. Who else will speak? रूमादा जी, आप क्लियर है? रूमादा जी, आपका आंसर रेडी है?
हाँ जी गुरुजी, क्लियर हूँ मैं।
बताइए मौत पे क्या होगा?
I have to be united with God and no rebirth.
Not I have to.
I will definitely.
तो क्यों फिर have to क्यों बोलती है फिर?
ठीक है गुरुजी।
अभी भी
everything is SIP.
आपके माइंड में अभी भी डाउट आ रहा है?
नहीं, डाउट नहीं है। डेफिनेटली 100% I will be.
सुनील चित्तल ने कैसे क्लियरली बताया? सुनील चित्तल ने क्या क्लियरली बताया? आपने सुना सुनील चित्तल ने कैसे बताया?
सुना जी।
He said clearly, mind, it is still in the state of kill. There is no mind. Body will die. Ego is a false identity. I don't relate to it. I will be liberated.
Yes, Guruji.
इतना simple है. Why should we complicate?
जी.
No, who else will give me clarity? Come on, who else will give me clarity? I want at least 5 more people to speak. Start. Who's going? Clear. I want in very clear terms. What exactly happens after death? Chalo, shuru karo. Sudeep Bhargava.
So at the death, the gross body will return back to the 5 elements.
Yes.
The subtle body whose existence depends on the causal body. If the ignorance is removed, then subtle body also is gone.
Yes.
Then there is no rebirth.
Yes.
And if the causal body is, so the ignorance is there, then subtle body also exists, and that takes the rebirth.
So what is going to happen in your case?
I'm 100% sure, sir. Liberation.
There is no doubt in your mind.
No. Hook or crook.
Good. So Sudeep Bhargava says 100% liberation, just like Bliss. Bliss also told Pirlu, no question. I am going to do Pirlu, but I don't know. Bliss came and told I'm going to become a tree. No tree, Bliss. Do not think of all these fancy things.
No, it's true. I will become a tree because I'm dust and I will become dust, and my ash dust will become Poseimon, and Poseimon is everything we have and around us.
You know, if you do not get liberated, and if you are thinking of ash and all that, then you have to come back. So don't think about this tree business. You don't understand.
Because
tree-
my ash
tree,
will
wait,
become
wait.
Poseimon.
No, don't confuse. The tree
Why
cannot
Zimmerman?
come. The tree cannot come without karma. And if the karma is there, then there's no liberation. Please don't think tree will come just like that. It's no magic show.
Oh, I will not think about it.
Yeah. Now you understand?
Yes, I
No
understand.
tree,
I don't want
No, don't
perform
say I
any
want to be
karma
tree.
after.
It's not a joke. It's not a joke. Don't say I want to be tree, okay? Being a tree
Okay.
means you will be standing in the sun for 500 years. No, you don't
No.
want to be tree. You want to
No.
be you want to be one with SIP. You want to be united with SIP, okay?
Yes,
Rekha
you're
Chaudhary.
right.
After death, every Atma will become one with the divine only, no?
For the moment, yes.
Hmm.
और अगर मोक्ष नहीं मिलता है, if you are not enlightened, then रेखा चौधरी जो थी वो और एक जन्म लेगी.
लेकिन वो तो दूसरी आत्मा होगी ना, वो मेरी आत्मा थोड़ी होगी. आपने बोला कि another आत्मा will take birth.
आपकी आत्मा नहीं होगी, लेकिन it will be you, the one who is रेखा चौधरी, the mind and ego, that will come back again.
Okay.
There is body, mind and ego, and soul. There are 3 elements. How many elements?
3.
एक है body. Body मरेगा नहीं मरेगा?
हाँ मरेगा.
Soul निकलेगा नहीं निकलेगा?
निकलेगा.
अगर हम mind and ego हैं, तो क्या होगा?
वो अलग आत्मा में जन्म लेगा.
पुनर्जन्म होगा. अगर हम जानते हैं हम mind and ego नहीं है, तो फिर क्या होगा?
तो फिर we will be one with the divine.
Correct. लिख के रखो. Clearly लिख के रखो.
ओके. और एक पूछना था, अगर हमारे साथ कुछ होता है तो उसका कारण कैसे पता करना है कि किस वजह से ऐसा हुआ?
कारण पता नहीं होना है. कारण एक ही है, कर्मा, और कोई कारण नहीं है.
वही तो, वो कौन सा कर्म है? उस कर्म वो
कौन सा कर्म है आप नहीं जान सकते.
क्यों?
उतना ही मालूम पड़ता है. ये जो हुआ, अगर हमारे गार्डन में एप्पल है तो एप्पल का सीड ही है. हम ये नहीं जानते कि एप्पल का सीड किसने डाला, कब डाला, कैसे डाला, कहां से सीड आया, हम नहीं समझ सकते हैं. अगर एप्पल है तो एप्पल का सीड के कारण ही है. फिनिश्ड, फुल स्टॉप.
नहीं मतलब ऐसे कारण पता नहीं चलेगा तो फिर तो हम वो कर्म दोबारा कर सकते हैं, कर भी सकते हैं ना.
हाँ करो, दोबारा करो, फिर सफर करो अगेन एंड अगेन.
फिर हमें कैसे पता चले कि कौन सा गलत कर्म था?
गलत कर्म करो ही मत.
तो मुझे पता नहीं है ना कि गलत कर्म कौन सा है, सही कर्म कौन सा है.
नहीं पता चलेगा. समात्मा, अभी रेखा कमिंग बैक टू ओरिजिनल रेखा चौधरी. अच्छा समात्मा बोलो.
Shivoham, sir.
शिवोहम.
At death, Samhita will die.
Yes.
And Samatma will unite with Sip.
Okay, very good.
So,
And yet Samhita will die. Samhita is the physical part of Samatma, and the Samatma, the Atma and Samhita will unite with Sip. Very good. Anything more?
And I'm making sure like I take one step towards it every day.
Okay. See, let me tell you one thing. There is no one step towards it every day. It is now or never. That's why today's session can be the most important Zoom session ever. Samatma, you have to say in unequivocal terms, which means in uncompromising terms. What do you have to say, Samatma? You have to say it very clearly that Samhita will die. And when Samhita dies, I the Atma in Samhita Samatma will be united with the divine, full stop. Unless you say this now, and unless you realize this now, and unless you are committed to this now, there is no guarantee if death has to knock at your door. There is no guarantee whether you will be liberated. You need to have this in a non-compromising manner. You know what happens? You're on this call and you're alert and you're paying attention. Suppose I can give you 10 names on people who are not on this call today. I can give you 10 names. Those 10 people are lost in samsara. All right? Suppose in that moment now death happens. What's going to happen to them, Samatma?
Have a rebirth.
They have to have come back in rebirth. The reason I'm telling all of you to be very clear about it, and that's why this constant being united in yoga, all of us together, is critically important. And if something is taking us away from yoga and we are going into bhoga, it is the most dangerous thing in our life. Because in that moment of bhoga, if we are dead, in that moment of bhoga, my dear Samatma and everybody else, another 100 years, another what Vivek said, 84 lakh yonis. I don't know. I don't know. Suppose we come back as a mosquito, we come back as a worm, we come back as a kitten, we come back as a dog, we come back as a pig, we come back as a bird. I don't know. I cannot tell you. Nobody can tell you. But one thing I can tell you is you can be liberated. And one thing I can tell you is you can become one with the divine. And one thing I can tell you is up to you. Whether you want Pirlu or you want samsara. I'm very clear. I'm ready to die now. And I know in the moment of death, the divine, oh divine, I seek you and nothing but you. Nothing is mine, everything is thine, I am nothing. When I live with this bhavana, with these feelings, with this attitude, I am nothing. I am not the body. I am not the mind. I am not the ego. That's all. Is it difficult? I like Sunil Chittal's clarity. So clear. So we all have to have this clarity. And we still have time for 2 or 3 people to quickly give their understanding. Thank you, Samatma. Anybody wants to quickly give your understanding before we close? Quickly. We don't have too much time.
Shivoham.
Shivoham.
For me, it is Paramatma Atma Tujhko Chahe.
Very good. Very good. That is a mumukshu's voice saying, oh Lord, my soul seeks you. Oh Paramatma, my Atma seeks you and nothing but you. Thank you, Rekha. I believe every word you say. And remember, like I said, be completely focused. At the moment of death, I am not the body. There is no mind and ego. My Atma will become one with Paramatma. Say it unhesitantly. Say it and live that life. Live the life of the Atma. Live as the Atma. Live in yoga. Next, please. Anybody?
Shivam, sir.
Shivam Yogini.
So I have already decided and I went through it. So I can tell that, oh divine, I seek you and nothing at all.
Good. Very good. Oh Lord, I seek you and nothing but you. Tu meri zindagi hai. तू मेरी हर खुशी है तुझ बिन मैं कुछ भी नहीं हूँ सब कुछ तू ही है तू. This is what we need to be constantly telling the divine. What do we tell the divine? What do we tell our SIP? छोड़ के दुनिया तुझको अपना बना लो एक तू ही चाहूं मैं और कुछ ना चाहूं तू ही मेरी पहली ख्वाहिश तू ही आखिरी है तू मेरी जिंदगी. Anybody else? We have 1 minute more to close. Thank you. Yogini, Rekha, anybody else wants to quickly understand what will happen at your moment of death? Each one of you. Many have taken advantage. Some are still quiet. Anybody wants to speak?
Yeah,
What will happen?
I will be getting liberated and united with SIP as a Bliko, and this body, Bharat, will definitely
Thank
merge
you,
with
Bliko.
Panch Mahabhut.
Thank you, Bliko. Bliko is saying very clearly, when the body dies, I will be one with the divine. Thank you, Bliko. Anybody else?
Shivam sir.
Shivam.
My Atma will merge with Paramatma after death.
Thank you, Atmatre. So, my Atma will merge with Paramatma after death. Very clear. Good. Anybody else? Last person. Only one more person. Girish. Girish says, I am the divine soul. I'll get united with SIP on death of Girish. I am not the mind and ego, and hence the same will not get rebirth. Very good, Girish. Girish has sent his by type. My dear friends, today's session, very important session. Let us not lose our yoga. Let us not sink in bhoga. Let us live with the enlightenment of the truth. Let us live as the Atma. Because if we don't, it is the biggest foolish mistake of our life. And if we live as the body and the mind and ego, and we are lost in bhoga, we are lost in samsara, we will come back, and we will come back again and again. We will be reborn, and this will go on and on. We will return in a rebirth on earth. Today, many of you who have spoken are enlightened beings. And I pray, I wish that each of you continues to be in this state of realization, the state of Pirlu, and seek the divine and nothing but the divine. I bow down to you.